The stunning turn of events today involving President Trump's Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. Just as senators on the Judiciary Committee were about to conduct a key vote, a Republican on that committee surprising everyone, millions at home watching, with a bold move to join Democrats in pushing for the FBI to investigate the allegations. That moment came less than 24 hours after that searing testimony from both Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, who was accused Kavanaugh of sexual assault, and from Judge Brett Kavanaugh, emotionally and angrily denying it, defending his name and trying to save his nomination. This morning, he appeared that he could very well have the votes. Republican Jeff Flake, the key swing vote on the committee, announcing he would vote yes. But then this moment right here, Senator Flake was stopped in an elevator by women who said they are sexual assault survivors, begging him to reconsider, saying Dr. Blasey Ford deserves a fair investigation. And tonight, it appears those women, their message was heard. Senator Flake proposing the FBI investigate the allegations, Democrats agreeing, and President Trump late today has now ordered the FBI to reopen its background investigation. ABC's Mary Bruce up on the Hill witnessing all of this today as it played out. She leads us off.
Senator Jeff Flake was on his way to the Judiciary Committee planning to back Brett Kavanaugh's confirmation when those two women stopped him at that elevator.
You have children in your family. Think about them. I have two children. I cannot imagine that for the next 50 years they will have to have someone in the Supreme Court who has been accused of violating a young girl. What are you doing, sir?
Anna Maria Archila and Maria Gallagher, both victims of sexual assault, imploring the senator to take a stand.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. You're telling me that my assault doesn't matter, that what happened to me doesn't matter, and that you're going to let people who do these things into power. That's what you're telling me when you vote for him.
The protesters begging him to hold out for an FBI investigation of the sexual assault allegations against Judge Kavanaugh.
Why not wait for the investigation? I need to go to the hearing.
When Flake arrived in the committee room, it was clear Republicans were eager to move to a vote.
I found Dr. Ford's testimony credible, but I also found Judge Kavanaugh's testimony credible and sincere.
But as Flake looked on, Democrats mounted an 11th-hour appeal, calling for the FBI investigation President Trump has resisted for weeks.
Well, where is the bravery in this room? What are you hiding? What would it hurt? Judge Kavanaugh could have easily said, Mr. President, for this to move forward, I want to at least clear my name, but mostly I want to have the American people know whether or not this is true or not. He could have done that. Why didn't he do it? Because they're afraid of what they'll find out.
Then Flake's friend, Delaware Democrat Chris Coons, spoke up.
The burden on this committee was to address, investigate, and resolve reasonable doubts as to credible allegations against the nominee before that. And by that test, this committee has failed.
Flake listened intently, and when the Democrat finished speaking, Flake stood up, motioning for Coons to follow him out of the room. For an hour and a half, a flurry of activity behind the scenes, while inside the committee room, Republicans looking puzzled. Senator Amy Klobuchar whispering to her Democratic colleagues, a big smile on her face. Finally, Flake walked back in.
Can I ask for UC to speak for a minute?
Normally, we would start the vote right now, but as a point of personal privilege, I would call on Senator Flake.
Flake with a dramatic move, telling colleagues they have to delay a vote on Kavanaugh until the FBI can do an investigation, suggesting he wouldn't support Kavanaugh until they do.
This country's being ripped apart here, and we've got to make sure that we do due diligence. I think this committee has done a good job, but I do think that we can have a short pause and make sure that the FBI can investigate.
Republicans stunned, but also boxed in. They likely need Flake's vote to confirm Kavanaugh to the court. Just 24 hours ago, Republican Lindsey Graham railed against the Democrats.
This is the most unethical sham since I've been in politics.
Today, a different tune.
If we ask the FBI to look at what's in front of us no later than a week, no longer than a week, and they would say that would be a better process, that would be progress. And somebody's got to explain this to Trump, so I guess that'll be my job.
As the afternoon went on, key undecided senators backed Flake's plan. Democrat Joe Manchin and Republicans Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski.
I think it was a good step today. Thank you.
So Mary Bruce live with us back on the Hill tonight. And Mary, just moments ago, I know Dr. Christine Blasey Ford's lawyer now responding to today's stunning developments.
Yes, David, and her lawyer says that Christine Blasey Ford welcomes this step in the process and that she appreciates the efforts of Senator Flake and all of the other senators who have supported an FBI investigation. But, David, she adds that there should be no artificial limits on the time or scope of this investigation. All right, Mary Bruce live on the Hill again tonight. Mary, thank you. President Trump had just learned about that dramatic turn when reporters were brought into the Oval Office today. Moments before, Senator Flake had called for that one-week delay for the FBI to investigate these allegations. The president, of course, was then quickly asked about it, and this was his first reaction.
Senator Flake, he wants a one-week delay so the FBI can investigate further.
Well, I'm going to let the Senate handle that. I'll learn more about it as the day goes on. And I just heard about it because we were together.
And what did you think of Dr. Ford's testimony when you heard that?
I thought her testimony was very compelling, and she looks like a very fine woman to me. Very fine woman. And I thought that Brett's testimony, likewise, was really something that I haven't seen before. It was incredible. It was an incredible moment, I think, in the history of our country. But certainly she was a very credible witness. I just want it to work out well for the country. If that happens, I'm happy.
What's your message to Murkowski and Collins before that right now?
I have no message. I mean, they have to do what they think is right.
President Trump in the Oval Office today. I want to bring in ABC senior White House correspondent CECILIA VEGA. And CECILIA, at least in that initial reaction right there, the president didn't seem to argue the idea of an FBI investigation. Then hours later, the president calling for the FBI to investigate.
Yeah, David, they were basically backed into a corner here. They had to. They need the votes over on Capitol Hill. But you remember just a few days ago, the president himself said they didn't need an FBI investigation. He said the FBI had already done its job. Brett Kavanaugh himself, during that testimony, said he didn't want an FBI investigation. He said a week delay is too long. But now this major shift, and the president late today ordering that investigation, saying, quote, this update must be limited in scope and completed in less than 1 week. David, Judge Kavanaugh says he will comply.
CECILIA VEGA, who's been with us all week long. CECILIA, thanks.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.